Hey, welcome to the tutorial on how to play Kings in the Corners. This is a solitaire type game that you can play with a deck of cards and you can set it up, but it's also available on websites like this one, cardgames.io. I'll put a link in the comments or in the video description. The basic premise for this game is that you need to get all of the face cards set down like this: kings in the corner, jacks on the side, queens on top and bottom, and not have any cards left in the middle. When you play the game, you can place any card or the card that's on the top of the deck anywhere on these spaces. The way you get rid of a card is after you've filled in all the spaces, then you can eliminate cards that match up to add up to the value of 10. Let me show you around just to kind of get you going. So if I have the number 2, I can place that anywhere. I could place it here, but it's best not to cover these people at the very beginning. A 10 already equals 10, so that one at the end of the round is going to disappear. So I'm going to go ahead and break the rule that I just said of not covering people. This is one strategy. If I have a number in the middle and I know it adds up to equal 10 with another number, I'm okay burying a face card location temporarily because I know those two are going to be gone at the end of the round. Let's keep going here. All right, this one here I'll place over top of a queen. Now I get to a situation where nothing's going to add up to 6 to give me 10, so I have to choose which face card to cover up. I'm just going to cover up a queen. We're kind of early in the game. I'll cover up jack. Ooh, this one's going to match up with nothing, so I'll cover up another jack. And now I get my first face card. I want to make sure that as you're going you do have spaces available to place these. And I'm going to cover up a king. And this is where it becomes kind of guesswork. The 8, I'm going to have to use it to cover something up, a king, queen, or jack. And based on my luck, if I cover up a jack's going to appear next. What do I think? No, oh, that was lucky. That was really lucky. So now I have all of the spaces filled up. Now I can start to get rid of cards that add up to 10. The first thing I want to do is click on all the 10s and get rid of them. Now I want to look around the outside. I want to keep clear as many of the face card spaces as I can. So if I have, I'm looking for an example here. If I have a 9 on the outside, I have 2 9s on the outside, but if I had a 9 on the outside and a 9 on the inside, or here, an ace, I wouldn't do that set first because I would actually want to open up this space. In this case, I actually have both options. But you can see you want to open up the spaces for face cards first and keep a variety open if you can. Notice how right now I have no spaces for queens. So I'm going to get rid of this 8 and 2 instead of this one because I have some places for jacks available. And now I'm going to open up the last one. There we go. After you've added together all the groups that can add up to 10, you can now start putting your cards out again. I'll place the ace in there. 7 doesn't match up with anything. Now I have a 7-3 pair, so I'm going to cover up one of my kings. I'm actually going to cover up another number because this will open up a jack. This is a risk here, but I'm going to cover up one of the queens. 7 is going to go with 3. Oh, whoops, I have 2 3s. That wasn't the best move ever. That's a jack. I'm going to... Oh, and this is what happens. Like, I was taking a guess and covering up that king, and then a king came up next. So that's the end of the game. You can keep playing and do a quick undo. Now I'm going to move that one over to there instead. And keep going. And I actually do recommend that you try using the undo card to play your way through this and see what happens. And then just kind of, get rid of the cards and play through a round or two just to try and see what it's about and try and come up with your own strategies. And again, some of it's going to be based on luck, what card is drawn next has a lot to do with it, but it's still definitely a fun game, and there is some strategy involved. I found different strategies that that definitely work better than others as you're going through this. And yeah, so let's just leave it at that. Now, at this point in the game, again, it's a very much a guessing game. If I cover up the wrong card, then there's nothing that I can do to really, to stop that from happening. So there's the end of the game. This is a very difficult game to win, but it is possible to win. It just takes quite a bit of playing and practicing. I want to show you something that might happen at the end of the game. If you finish a game on this specific website, it might say something like this: there are no moves left. And then you see down here it says you had 45 cards left, used 25 moves, which is equal to the best result we've seen for this game. So you might tie with the best result for a game, which is pretty cool, and you might win. So winning is challenging. It oftentimes takes undoing a move or two to get to the point where you win, but that's not impossible. It's just very lucky to win without having to undo a move. So I just wanted to show you some of the things that could happen. You might win, you might tie, and you might lose and have to start over. Either way, this is a fun game. It takes a little bit of practice. You get some strategies down and go to it. Good luck. I hope that was helpful for you. Have a wonderful day.